Alright everybody, this is One of Weezem. We just wrapped up part 4-1 of our Training Plus playthrough, which was the approach shot at the driving range. We're coming now and do the iron. I have 4 started in the past, 3 METs, balance board, and Wiimote. Then I want to turn the board sideways. How about some golf? Use a Wii Remote as your club and we can analyze your swing. If you want the basics and like a rundown on what to do mechanical wise, check out the first installment here on the approach shot. This is going to be exactly the same, just it's going to be a greater distance. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. And in case you're just watching this one, I may have issues with the headset. My back is to the computer, the cord is stretched, I'm off center from the TV, But like I said, for like a complete breakdown, kind of like tips and tricks, check out the approach shot one. We got a 195 out of 200 on that. As you can see here, you've got the approach shot was 100 yards. Now with the irons, which this is probably going to be like your, if anyone has a 2 iron anymore, most people don't, but basically like your 3 through 6 iron, maybe a 7 iron, if you got a little bit better of a swing. And I mean, it all hinges. You could use your 9 iron too. It all comes down to your swing. But for most people, this is probably going to be like a, 6-7 iron, maybe a 5 iron for some. But the way they divide it up, this is basically your irons. Just consider that you had your, wedges for approach. Your irons are here, and then your woods will be for the last segment. But 160 yards to the pin. Again, put the strap on. You don't want to actually swing the Wii remote and toss it into your TV here, which if you have a good swing, your Wii remote should in theory clear your TV unless it's like a wall mount or something. I wouldn't recommend testing that out. Anyway, basically just for a quick rundown, you want to center yourself, there's another text, but horizontally and vertically, and then just come back, make your swing. And that's it. It's just this one's a little bit more difficult. You're with an iron, there's a greater distance, there's more of a chance something goes wrong in your mechanics. Which last time it was the first shot was the only one that we missed. That really kind of sucks. That's actually a nice shot. We were 11 off from the green, but that's going to be a bad one. I let up too much. I was trying to straighten it out a little bit. Not a good idea. That was a miss, actually, so 0 points. I didn't do that at all at the approach shot. You do have to swing it here. That's what the problem was on that second shot. I didn't swing it very hard. Reason I didn't, like I said, I was trying to straighten it out. Crap. And if you didn't catch it in the first, approach shot playthrough, my back's to the computer. I have the headset on. It's pulling and wanting to come off. So in addition to being not centered with the TV, I've got the headset to contend with. So you'll probably hear me readjusting it like that. Alright, so that was 160 yards, which is right where we need to be. Problem was it was to the right of the pin. So, I could get one like 147 that's centered with it that might actually be a better shot, I meant to say 157, by the way. I was close to the green. Okay. That should be a decent shot. As you progress, you can still get the nice shots. It's just harder and harder to land them on the green. And generally what happens to me when I start coming short like this, I try to swing harder, and then we get critiqued because we're swinging too hard, and then that takes you off and you swing harder, and then you slice one, and then you just get back to doing what you were doing. I mean, these are nice shots, they just don't have the distance. Problem is, on this game, the way the simulation's set up, I mean, we're 17 yards short, that's 51 feet. You crank one, and you'll wind up pulling it left or right, and then you don't even get the nice shot. So it's kind of a catch-22. Oh, that was a bad shot. But really, what kills you is when you get a miss. You know, you can live with the OKs. I just got right in the shadow of the green. But a miss is 0 points. I mean, that really, you know, just as with any zero in a grading system, really makes it hard to recover from, you know. Ta. Okay, so, and you can actually hit these as fast as you want to. I try to stagger myself, you know. I mean, I could be hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting, and then, you know, a little time passes, it comes up with what you scored on each one. But I try to just do it, you know, not necessarily milk it, but, you know, just pace yourself. Kind of enjoy. This is more of like a relaxing game. So we got 5 left. I don't know if you heard my shoulder pop there. That's primarily because of this headset. I kind of have to hold my head a little weird, you know, to try and keep it from wanting to slide off. And this is actually pretty realistic for a driving range. You've got it, you know, painted off, and you've got the net, you know, on both sides and behind you. Around here, we never have a net at the peak just because we have so much open space, you know. You get like 400 yards and then you just figure, we'll just put it up on the sides. So, and this is something I'd like to get back into, not necessarily golfing, but just going to the driving range. It's actually a lot of fun in real life. If you're pissed off, you know, you can just go out there, make sure, you know, depending on, you know, if you're right-handed or left-handed, just go get on the appropriate end and just crank the dang things. And of course, a lot of people golf so they can, you know, drink during the week. You know, that's not really my cup of tea. But I mean, that's honestly, I mean, if you go to a golf course, don't be surprised if there's not basically groups of drunks ahead of and behind you, because unfortunately, that's what most people do with the game. I always like to end it with a good shot. I mean, I think that'll be a nice one, but you know, I like to end it hitting the green. Just kind of makes you feel better. But so that shouldn't be too bad. I think it'll 4-star it at the very least. Amazing, your swing would challenge that of a professional, then of course maybe. Like I said, that 157 is actually closer to the pin, so that 160 that went the distance, you can see it, it's right up to the, what would that be, I guess like northeast, if you look at the screen that way. And it's one like right ahead of it, diagonal. It's farther away from the pin even though it's in line with it, so. Maybe just try that swing out in a real driving range. What do you think? Alright, so that miss really kills us, but we still got a championship ranking. Perfect score again would have been 200. Had 16 perfects. That's basically what nice shot means. 3 that were okay, and then that 1 miss. So, you know, 175 still good for champion and 4-star. We'll see where it puts us. Oh, so I've only played this one 3 times. This was my 3rd time to play it. I spend most of my time on the approach or the driver, you know, but like I said, I do tend to play this once a week, which this is my 1000th day. That's quite a few weeks, you know. But I actually beat my previous best significantly. Only other score was 115, so pretty happy with that, particularly given the fact I'm off center and wearing a headset. You know, that makes it even more impressive. But 5 minutes, I think is what it said, wasn't it? I think it was 18 calories. So again, not a bad workout. And this wraps up part 4-2 of our Training Plus playthrough. Like I said, I'm going to do each one of these individually, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube or the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. Now I am on Facebook and Twitter as well, if you prefer that. But anyway, I will come right back and hit the grab the I kind of like to use a 5-wood. I kind of had a better swing, but we're going to be using the drivers. It's a little bit more difficult farther to the pin. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you shortly.